Squarespace has recently made some changes to how you edit your site header and your navigation menu in Squarespace 7.1. These changes are great. I'm super excited to show you, so let's just dive right into it.
Okay, let's talk about our header and header navigation settings. They're actually really easy to edit. So to do that, you'll click into Edit and then hover over the top of your website and click on Edit Site Header. The first thing you'll want to do when you get into here is change your site title and add your logo. So depending on how your header is configured, you'll want to find the little box that says Site Title and Logo when you hover over it. You'll then click on the little blue box and then click into the Edit pencil. Here, you can go ahead and change your site title as well as add in your logo image. Now, even if you do have a dedicated logo for your website, you'll still want to add a site title here, as this is what shows up in the browser up here next to the little favicon. So you'll want to make sure that this is something like your business name, or at least another name that clearly signifies your business so that everything remains cohesive and it's really clear to your website visitors. Once you've added your site title, you can then go ahead and upload your logo directly right underneath that. And once you've uploaded your logo, you'll notice these other little design options pop up. So you can adjust your logo height right here by toggling up or down. And you can also adjust the mobile logo max height. So you won't be able to see this until you go switch into mobile view, but this is what will control how big your logo is on mobile view. Underneath this, you also have the option to upload a separate mobile logo image. So if you have a differently formatted logo or something that you feel like might fit mobile view better, you can go ahead and upload that here and then control the size of it via this mobile logo height option right here. Next, we'll head into this Edit Design tab down here on the bottom right. And when you click that, this edit window will pop up. Here you can change the layout of your site header, so you can choose from a few different configurations depending on what works for your website and your needs. You can play around with the spacing of your header links and the individual elements within your header. And you can also play around with a few additional effects like drop shadow or border. You can also choose to have your menu appear in a fixed position. And if you choose the basic option, this will make sure that your header stays where it is as you scroll throughout your website. So you'll see it stays there at the very top. You can also choose the scroll back option, which will make your header appear only when you scroll back up the page. You can also adjust the height of your header as well as the width. Under the color tab, you can choose from a few different options. Adaptive is just going to make sure that your menu takes on the characteristics of whatever the first section on that page is. So whether it's a full width image or a solid color, your menu will just adapt to whatever is there. You can choose solid, which will give it a solid colored background. You can customize the colors here, or also click into theme to choose one of your site theme colors. And you can also choose to have your menu appear as a gradient. And again, you can choose the color options or the opacity options here. Once you're happy with all of these design elements, just click anywhere outside of that window to exit. And then we'll go ahead and click into this Add Elements tab here on the bottom left. And this is where you can add or remove certain elements specific to your site header. You can add a button or remove the button. You can add social links. You can add a little cart option if you have an e-commerce shop on your website. There's an account option if you have a course or a member site so that your members can log in. And there's also an option for language switch, which is great if you have a multilingual website. Once you're happy with the elements that you've added to your header, you can then go through and click into each individual element to either edit it further or remove it from the header. So for example, if you click into the blue button block area, you can then click on the little edit pencil icon. And here you can change the text that's on the button, and you can also change the link that's associated with the button. So to edit that, you can either click remove link, which will just completely remove the link that is already there, or you can click edit, and this little window will pop up. To remove what's there, just click the little X. And then let's say you wanted to make this a contact us button, you'll just click into this little enter link search area and start typing in the name of your contact page or any other page you want to link here. Find it in this drop-down menu, click it, and this is now the link that is associated with the button. You can also click into the design tab to change the design style of your button. So these button styles are set in your main site styles panel, which you can access by clicking this little paintbrush up here. But once you've set those properties, you'll be able to come back here and click through your primary button, secondary button, and tertiary button to change the style depending on what you want for your header. You can also click into this little edit link shortcut button, which will just give you this link pop up right here where you can take the same actions as before by either removing the link completely or clicking edit to add a new link. And of course, you also have the option to completely delete the block from your header. Similarly, with social links, if you click into the block here, you can edit the social links that you have attached, and you can also edit the design of the social link icons. For your navigation, what's really cool is if you click into the pencil icon here, you can switch around the order that your menu items appear in. So this is kind of a little shortcut if you don't want to go all the way back into your Pages panel to make that change. But if you do realize that there's something that you need to customize a little bit further while you're in this editing mode, you can go ahead and just click on Show Pages, and it will automatically take you into your Pages panel, which is a cool little shortcut feature. Okay, and then once you're happy with how your header navigation looks on desktop, you'll want to make sure to click into mobile view so that you can edit things separately here. To do that, again, just hover over the very top of the page and click Edit Site Header. You can then click into Edit Design, and here, again, you have the option to choose from some different layouts to switch around the logo and the menu or any other elements that you have showing up in your header. You also have those same effects options here, like drop shadow, border, and fixed position. However, these design elements are not independent on mobile view. So whatever you've set these as for desktop, it's automatically going to be set that way for mobile view as well. So if you've added a fixed position while you are in desktop mode, you'll notice that that will be added here in mobile view. And if you turned it off while you're in mobile view, it'll then get turned off back in desktop view. So just keep that in mind. These various effects right here are not independent and will be changed on both desktop and mobile view if you edit them. Same with color in the color tab. If you choose between solid, gradient, and adaptive, that change is going to be made on both desktop and mobile. So if you were to create a solid header here and change around the color options and the opacity, etc., that change is also going to be made on desktop view. So just a couple of things to keep in mind while you are making these changes in mobile view. To view the mobile menu, click on View Menu, and your mobile menu will pop up here. You can then click into each of these individual sections or blocks to change the settings, just like you could before in the desktop view. You can edit the design of things by clicking on Edit Design. You can then adjust the alignment of your menu and the spacing of your items. And under color, you can choose from your different color theme options to change the color of your menu here. Okay, and once you're happy, click out and then click Close Menu. Be sure to save your changes like always, and that is how you customize your desktop and mobile header settings.
Okay, that's it. I really hope that was helpful and that you learned something new today. If you like this video, you'll probably like this one too, so make sure to check it out. And please subscribe. We put out new business and tech tutorials every week. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.